Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So today we're going to be checking out Trove, which is an MMO that was just released for PS4 and Xbox One. This has been on PC since 2015, but I'm sure there's a lot of players that are about to check it out for the first time on consoles. So today we're going to be doing a bit of a beginner's guide on how to play and maybe see if you guys are interested. This is obviously free to download on the PlayStation Store and on the Xbox One. So let's hop straight into it. So Trove is a free-to-play MMO. As you can see, first impressions probably makes you think it's a bit like Minecraft, and you wouldn't be that far off, to be honest. It's actually got quite a big crafting system in it, which we'll be getting to in a bit. As you can see, the FPS aren't that stable, to be honest. It's really badly optimized for both consoles and PC, but on consoles it runs at 30 FPS and it's not that stable at all. So, and like, you know, you can see the graphics ain't exactly that hardcore to be able to like make this game struggle. So it's like horribly optimized, to be honest, but luckily it's only in areas like this where it's a lot going on. But yeah, so there's the hub area. As you can see, this tower is where we select level. Over here to the left we have a capture the flag PvP game mode. To access the actual deathmatch game mode, you will have to go into certain special worlds that are kind of designed for that, which are like the clan worlds that players make. Over here we've got a red portal that will just take us to the top of the tower, if it will let us. There we go. So now we're at the top of the tower, but obviously we're going to start from the bottom. This character is pretty new, it's not brand new, but as you can see we're only level 5. So let's go to this first little world over here. So this is a green normal adventure world. This is like the more basic one. So you only need a power rank of 10, and it suggests that you're level 1 to 3. So we're level 5 and we have a power rank of 124, which is really high for this. I just want to point out the class I'm using at the moment is a knight, and we can actually change class whenever we want. As you can see, all these classes are here. Let's say this one. Obviously when you change class you will go back to level 1 for that class, so we're just going to go back to our normal knight class. So let's talk about things we see on screen before actually going in the level. So at the top left, like I said, is power level or power rank. You pretty much get that just by getting equipment, leveling up, the basics. That's just kind of like an overall kind of your power basically. Beside that, it shows our class. It says what level we are, our mastery level. Over to the right, the star bar is our qubits, which is kind of like free in-game money. Below that we've got the tomes. We're not going to have any tomes at this point in the game, but basically the tomes are kind of like loot boxes that we have to take with us, and by doing dungeons and stuff we kind of fill the bar up, and once it's filled it will kind of open. With there's different ranks, there's like legendary ones and stuff like we can only open once a day, but yeah, you get the gist of it. Down bottom left we've got all our option menus. We've got a character sheet, what we've got equipped, flasks, abilities, what each ability does, and mount, and you know, a whole load of other basic stuff. I can see. What else do we have here? Cornerstones we'll be talking about in a second. Our inventory, everything we've got at the moment. We've got this welcome screen, which is kind of showing us kind of advertising stuff we can buy, special offers. At the top, each day we get a kind of a high percent to get certain things. So today we get more ore. It says double your daily bonus with a patron, and basically that's kind of like a thing you pay for, and it's kind of like a subscription in a way, and if you've got that active you get a whole load of other stuff. What else? Class select, we've done that. Friends, the normal stuff for an MMO. Claims, so basically when we keep doing missions or like tutorials we can get different things. Like at the moment our tutorial is place a loot collector, but we'll be doing that in a second anyway. Right, so down bottom, red circle's our health, the orange circle is energy or mana, more like, because we don't use energy by jumping or doing anything like that. Running is pretty much just mount, so that's not really energy, it's more like mana. So if we're using an ability, then as you can see it uses mana. But it refills pretty quick, so it's kind of like it refills as energy. But when it's refilling, if we do jump, then it will stop refilling. So it's kind of a mixture in between mana and energy. That's kind of why I called it energy at the start, because it's kind of a mixture. You don't actually use it for jumping, but it does stop it from filling up. Triangle are our flasks. They work kind of a bit like Dark Souls, to be honest. We'll get to that in a second. Let's go into this Novus world here. Right, so each time we go into a world, we start at the portal, and over here we can lift or hide the sword. And basically, if it's hidden, it will stop players from being able to teleport to us. We can hold that to toggle it on and off. We can just press square if we wanted to teleport to somebody else. So it's pretty good, like if you're playing with a friend or something. Right, so let's see if we can find. Okay, here we go. So remember that thing we've seen on the menu before, the cornerstones? These are the cornerstones. So they're kind of like abandoned pieces of land that we can take over. So we'll just claim this piece of land as our own. There are a lot, like there's another one here, but if we go into the menu and go into cornerstones, we can only have one at the moment until we buy some more with cubids or real kind of money. So if we go to another one and claim this, it will eliminate the other one we had. This thing over here, the rejuvenation station, pretty much gives us back all our flasks. Like I said, it's kind of like Dark Souls where we get them back at bonfires. Well, this is the same kind of system. Over here we've got the Novus crafting station, so we can kind of craft the basic stuff. We're going to go through them one by one. Loot collector, I actually got one over here. Right, so this is a loot collector, and basically what it does is the things we don't want, like the equipment we don't want, but we like the look of it. So for instance, we've got this hat, what looks like a banana. We're going to go ahead and sacrifice these things, and we're going to go over to the collector over here, and we're going to collect. And we sacrifice those things, but it adds the style to our inventory. So what we can do is, this hat we've got equipped over here, which looks like a sun, we can change the style to anything that we have collected in a loot collector. So it will keep the stats to the current one we've got equipped, but it will just change cosmetically. See? But basically it's the exact same thing, which is pretty cool. We can obviously do that with any part of the equipment. Swords, like obviously this sword at the moment isn't actually what it originally looked like, but it has got the stats, if you know what I mean. Alright, so that's what the loot collector does. Let's go to the next thing. So we've got a forge. This is to upgrade our weapons, but we don't have the material at the moment. The ring crafting bench is pretty much what it sounds like. We can craft rings, and this is kind of more of a profession than something else. You can dedicate quite a lot of time to this, because in the end you can get a lot of good rings. We've got personal chest. So personal chest is pretty much, if we go over here, place it there. Right, so personal chest is pretty much what it sounds like. A place we can store anything we don't want. The good thing is if we find another personal chest, it doesn't matter where it is, even if it's in a different world, it kind of links up. So anything that we've got in a personal chest, we can find in any single chest anywhere, as long as it's a personal chest. What else do we have over here? We've got the Adventurer's Crafting Bench and the Builder's Crafting Bench. So Builder's Crafting Bench pretty much to craft like props and stuff, and maybe decorate a home. And then the Adventurer's Crafting Chest is stuff that we could use to adventure, maybe like portals and stuff like that. So it's pretty simple. That's pretty much all we can do with the Novus Crafting Bench. Let's talk a tiny bit about craft mode. So we press the touchpad on PS4. I believe it's like the return button on Xbox One. And we change mode. We change to crafting mode. And this is where it does really seem like Minecraft. So we can pretty much get any kind of materials we want, and as you can see, it will keep adding to our bottom bar down there. And yeah, we can just place anything we've got. We can hold it down, make shapes, whatever. It's like pretty simple, really. It's like Minecraft, I guess. These are just normal basic prime materials. They don't really have much purpose. So the more important materials are like shapestone, which is the primary one. We pretty much need that to do anything. Then there's like the Formicet Orb, the Primordial Flame, and other kind of stuff we can get there, like the more important ones we can find. I'm pretty sure if we look around real quick, oops, if we look around real quick, I'm just going to use my abilities here. The Knight's actually got some nice movement abilities, though they do use quite a lot of mana. Right, actually what I'm going to do now, I'm going to recall back to the hub area. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into a bit higher level kind of world. We're going to go into a world that's meant for our level, which is the elite one. Over here, the purple one. In here we should find Shapestone fairly easy. There we go. And we actually got some Primordial Flame. And some Primordial Flame just here. We'll take that. Let's see if we can see some... see if we can go into a dungeon. So the way... oops. Just got jammed on this. Thank you very much. So the way... if you're playing with a friend and you're thinking how loot works, well, basically it's really randomized. Like, so to one player, say we kill a boss of the dungeon, and or the chest leaves me a sword or something like that. Though to your friend, that may just be a hat. Like, it's really randomized. Like, just because you see a sword doesn't mean the other player is going to see a sword. So it's pretty good in that aspect. You can't really take it away from your mate, or like, it kind of gives like a lot more value to the trading system, I guess. Like, maybe you get a really cool sword, but you want a really cool hat that your mate just got, right? He just leveled up to level 6. So we got a load more health, damage, health regen, stamina, whatever. And that obviously goes to our power rank also. Randomly we can find bombs. As you can see, we've got one just here. We can just throw it and it will just kind of help us craft a bit faster, I guess. Right, so this thing just here is a dungeon, as you can see on the map. These are the normal type dungeons, and they're really, really short. But then there's these, like the ones with 4 towers, as you can probably see just here. Those ones are actually a bit larger. We can actually see one on the mini map or radar over here somewhere. Yeah, over there. This one over there. But we're going to be showing you this one. This one, I think these are actually going to be pretty tough, the bosses around here. But normally these normal ones are really short. You can literally get to the boss in seconds. And I'm guessing it's just going to be at the top of this place. Right, here he is. It's these punch bot thingies. And what you need to be careful with in this game is your health, because it kind of goes down really fast and you don't realize it too much. And like, don't give you much of a warning. Like, it's getting pretty low now. We're just gonna triangle it up. The only ability with cooldown, holy moly, the only ability with cooldown is our ult, which is L1. But the other ones do obviously use mana, like we just seen. These guys are actually putting up quite a fight. Jesus Christ, we're out of flasks, which is not good. See if we can get our ult back, which is a pretty good shield. Only killed one there. There we go, just about. Holy shit, that was on the limit. I don't think... okay, yeah, it was the boss, but where is the loot? There it is. Nice. Just hit it a few times. We should get 2 epics. Okay, so we got epic face. It's better than the one we've got at the moment. And what was the other one? A feast. Okay, and we can just use the portal to come out, which came out in a bit of a weird place, but okay, I guess it counts as an exit. What else can we talk about? I mean, I don't want to get too in depth about everything. It's just like what somebody would want to know when they've never really played it before. I've been through most of the basics, I'd say. These guys are getting pretty tough around here, I'm not gonna lie, Jesus Christ. Oh, we just fell down, somebody just bombed us. We're out of Estus or flasks. Don't know what I'm doing around here actually. We should probably get the hell out of here. And just recall back to the hub area. Or we could just find a cornerstone and make it as and just get our flasks back. But yeah guys, I think that's really what I wanted to cover, just the really basics of the game, for people that don't know if they really want to play it or not. But yeah, like every MMO, there's tons of things I could go in depth about, to be honest. Now, there's one more thing I should probably talk about. So I'm not sure if in our inventory... Yeah, okay, so one of the things we picked up has actually got stars on it. So certain equipment will have stars on it. This one's got 2. You can level this up, or you could upgrade it and give it stars until 5 stars. And then technically that would be maxed out. But if we've got shadow equipment, which is a really high rank equipment, then once you get to 5 stars, you'll be able to get up to the next rank. So stars are useful, but once you get to 5 stars, that's the limit for that item unless it is a shadow equipment, and then you can upgrade it to something else once it's got 5 stars. Yeah, and another thing, if we go to character sheet and press R1, this is a gem kind of sheet with loads of sockets in it, and basically what Endgame is about on this game is getting the best gems for this character, or your character, or whatever gems you want, because gems, once you do kind of get closer to the end game, like they're pretty much just got random stats on it, and like you could just come across a really random good one, or just have a really shitty one, or have a really good one but with the stat you're not interested in. So endgame is pretty much just about getting the perfect gems for your character. And yeah, basically gems, that's all it is, you know. Each time certain level you get a socket, like this one's level 30, this one's 15, whatever, blah blah blah. And yeah, you keep equipping gems to give you better stats. That's pretty much what the gem's about. And yeah, I think these are the rewards you get for leveling up mastery, and these are the rewards you get for battle. This is PvP, you have to win. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all what we wanted to cover in this video, guys. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully this kind of helped you decide if you want to kind of go and check it out, though I do recommend checking it out anyway since it is free. So yeah guys, hopefully this was helpful. If it was, please go like and subscribe. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, you can support the channel more directly on Patreon. It's much appreciated, and we'll see you next time, guys.